Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everybody, and
Welcome
welcome
into
into
Monday,
Monday,
August
August
11th,
11th,
2025.
2025.
Yes, we
Yes, we
have an
have an
echo.
echo. A couple of reasons why there's an echo. One, I have the volume on my monitor too high, and I forgot to mute the Yeti. Now the echo should go away. Make sure we can be heard. Welcome into Zoom homies. Bill, Greg, Sam, Rich, Jeff, Chris Garrett with Max, who's not here, and Robert Michael, who's got a headache already, and we just got started. Hello, boys.
Hello.
And we have confirmation of audio. Look at chat real quick. Ghetto Fortnite. I am first one here, followed by BH Ringer, followed by Tony Wallow. Greg was in fourth, had to restart his modem again. I thought you had called your ISP and they were going to come out and figure out what was going on with that.
Nah, I never got around to calling them.
Should call him. Tony says, really, Parker Morris retracted a message. I think he said hi. Oh, no, he says that down there later. Hi to myself in chat. Oh, excuse me. Sam says hello. Rick says hello. Hopefully, Rick had a decent day with what he had going on. Jeff Ryman says hello. John Williams says, no suit for you. Yeah, I forgot I had that on. I was using it earlier today. And we are back to normal now. There should not be any echo. So, hope everybody had a good Monday. I had the most worthless job interview I've ever seen in my life because all they basically did was did a drug test, did a drug screen, which I'm not too concerned about that because the list of drugs are, um, well, non-medication. Let's put it that way. Well, what have I got in my background? I guess I need to sit more like that. All right. Anything going on? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? John Williams had a very nice. I tell you what, John. I went to see my mom twice actually because when I got there the first time, she was in the middle of a Medicaid waiver interview, and we're going to talk about that after the stream tonight. And I excused myself from that. I said, well, I need to go talk to Kevin anyway. Kevin's my brother, and I'll go find him. And he was in the next building over, and like an idiot, I walked from building to building, and that was just the dumbest thing to do. I should have driven, but I am trying to do a little bit more physically rather than be lazy. So I walked over there and spent a little bit of time with him. And then by the time I got back, she was done. So I visited mom for about an hour, and then one of the aides came in and said, "It's almost lunchtime. Do you want to go down to lunch?" And I could not believe it. My mom actually went down to lunch. Um, I think it was a combination of I needed to leave and I whatever they were having appealed to her sense of appetite. So I walked her to the dining room and then I left. And when I got home, I felt so bad. I was nauseated. My nose was running. I feel like Rosanna, Dana. I felt terrible. So I took a little bit of NyQuil. And as I was taking the NyQuil, I noticed on this hand, as you can see, there's a little bitty spot right there. But as Bill will tell you, and I think Darren was there, my entire hand was covered in blood. My entire hand was nothing but blood. And I'm like, okay, where am I bleeding from? Because this little thing right here, there's no way that caused that much blood. So took care of that. Sweet Mila says, good morning. Hello, Sweet Mila. Yes, it would be morning, 10 o'clock in the Philippines right now. But then the NyQuil kicked in. I had only intended to sleep for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 at the outside most. Woke up at 8 o'clock, but I feel good. Whatever was ailing me, whatever was bothering me, that little nap did it. Now I'm going to be up all night again tonight, but I feel pretty good. So, Sweet Violet says, great day, everyone. Well, it is nighttime for most of us here, and thank you very, very much. And hopefully you have a pretty good day. I've been trying to keep up with most of your stuff. You're on the top 10 list. Let's put it that way. Better to be on the top 10 than the bottom 10. I thought that was kind of funny, but then again, so that was pretty much my day. Um, I'm supposed to find out something. I think she said Wednesday or Thursday, And I'm not sweating the drug test whatsoever. I mean, I never did do drugs when I was younger, and like I told her, I said I take metformin for my diabetes. I take Jardians for my diabetes. I take something for my cholesterol. I don't even know what it is. I take something for my high blood pressure. Again, I don't even know what it is. Um, and then I take vitamin B, vitamin D, and then I take one more for my acid reflux in my stomach, and I can't pronounce it. I know what it is, but I can't pronounce it. Um, Rick Lakes, John is asking Rick if he's doing okay. I don't know if Rick is still here or not. Long Dog joins us in chat. Kind of heard part of the story. The main thing is, yeah, of course I made it to the job interview. I make it to all my appointments. They just don't come to fruition. And John and I talked a little bit. He's trying to pull some strings in the background to help me out in finding employment, and he's doing that from Madison, and I do appreciate that. Um, my brother mentioned a company that I should look into, and I said, well, they're not going to hire me because that's a three-person operation. My sister, my niece's husband. They haven't hired anybody in 10 years, and they don't want to because they split the profits three ways. And I get that. I do understand it. And I really would not want to do that job anyway. Again, we'll talk about that after the stream is over. Rick Lake says he's doing fine, Aunt John. Good, Rick. That's good to hear. Hopefully your thing that you had going on today went well for you, and you'll be back live tomorrow. So that's my day in a nutshell. I did look at one thing on DaVinci, and that came from Sonny Helzer. He actually emailed me, and hopefully Sonny joined. Oh, tater tots. We got tater tots. Are those tater tots? They are tater and a hamburger with onion, pickle, tomato. I don't see no mayonnaise or mustard or cheese.
Where's everybody else's?
Don't tell him he's muted.
There's cheese on it.
Yeah, what about a third of an eighth of an ounce that you can't see? Rick says he's doing fine and he'll be live tomorrow. Good. Looking forward to it. I actually had Burger King tonight because waking up so late, I didn't feel like cooking. So I got a coupon. It's 2/10 of a mile away, so it's not like it's that far to go. And in typical Burger King fashion, they screwed up the order, so I had to go back. I forgot to check while I was sitting at the drive-through to make sure the order was right. And I get home and I start taking my food out, and sure enough, it's wrong. So everything back in the bag, jump back in the car, and drive 2/10 of a mile up there, and they made it right. It wasn't too bad. So for the second day in a row, I weighed 221 pounds. So this is good. It's starting to stay consistent. And I had to put a belt on tonight because my shorts that I wear kept falling off my hip, kept falling off. And I think that's a really good thing. So better late than never. Well, you were here earlier. You were, oh, the mouse is over there. Thanks for somebody for telling that. You were here, and then your four-legged friend needed attention or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
My four-legged friend's still in the aquarium. He's still alive. My sister still hasn't come to get him, and I think the next time we get a flood out back, I'm gonna put him out there and see how long he lasts. That might be cruel though. Time the water goes down. I don't know. Wonder if BH Ringer's still here or not. No. I don't think it's that one. I think it starts with I think it's Russ Strut or something Van or something for my high blood pressure. There was a couple they tried me out on that just my body just did not react well to it, so they got rid of that. I'm pretty sure it's ROSTRAVI something something something. I don't know. All right, so Jeff's on that. Is it a pink pill by chance, Jeff? Kind of maroonish, pinkish, reddish looking?
No, it's white.
No, mine's pink.
It's a white out, sort of a. I don't want to use the word oblong, but that's what comes to mind. Anyway, it's white.
You're probably like me. You've been taking them for so long, you just put them in your hand, throw them in your mouth, take a drink of water. You don't even pay attention anymore. And I have a routine when I take mine. It's kind of funny. I take 6.5 in the morning, so I take 2.5 at once. Then I take the next two together. Then I take my metformin, which is 2 at that, and that's a routine. And at night, I take the one for the cholesterol or for the blood pressure. I think it's whatever the Restrudervan or whatever it is. Take it first. It's not very big and it's pink. And usually by the time I throw it in my mouth and get the bottle of water, it's pretty much melted anyway. And then I take the other 2 metformin. I take 4 metformin a day. That looks to be correct, Wintermute. Thank you. And hello, Wintermute. Wintermute joins us in chat, and he is correct. That is it. And you guys know me in names. If it's not Bill and Greg and Sam and Jeff and anything that's got 4 or 5 letters in it, I'm up creek.
Don't forget about Joshy.
Oh, and ghetto. Well, ghetto.
Yeah, John, mine works pretty well, actually. My late wife was allergic to all statins. Didn't take any of them. Tried a bunch of
None.
them.
Wow. I'll find
She
out
ended
here.
up taking an injection. The cardiologist had to write the justification for it just so the insurance would pay for it.
Right.
When it used an injector, sort of like you do for the
EpiPen.
EpiPen. God,
Right.
I can't think of anything. Anyway, but when she started using it, 6 pens were just over $3,000.
My goodness. Man.
And fortunately, the insurance paid for almost all but a $35 copay.
Can't beat that.
Well, it was name brand, and for name brand stuff, I normally have to pay 30% of it.
For the copay?
Yeah.
Wow.
Name brand. But since it couldn't get it, they wouldn't authorize it locally. Wait a minute. Got to get this right. It needed to be refrigerated, and they couldn't send it mail order.
Because of the refrigeration.
Right. And so I bought them locally, but they charged me the same copay as if they had sent it mail order, because there was no way to do it that way. Which I wouldn't complain about. I've still got 3 of them in the fridge. I have no place to get rid of them.
Really?
Not quite sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, we had a pill take back thing at one of the hospitals last year, and I got rid of all of her oxycodone and all the other kinds of medicine and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
And there were people from the hospital there, and there was a cop there, and I said, what am I supposed to do with these EpiPen-like things? And I've got 2 cranberry juice bottles, the 64-ounce ones that were empty, where all the old ones that were used had gone into.
Right.
Simply so kids couldn't stick themselves with the thing or whatever. So, and I'm still trying to find some place to take those and the ones that weren't used.
I'm surprised your local hospital doesn't have a place for those to go to.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they'll give you a Sharps box to put them in.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
Well, when I went to this take back thing, they suggested that I find a local place that was providing needles to addicts
Uh,
for the take back part. But that was
But they've
just
got to, they've surely to goodness, they've got to destroy that medication. They can't take it from you and distribute it to someone else.
no, nobody is ever going to get it. It's just a question of finding some place to take it, and that's
Right.
I've got to work on that a little more. I don't have a whole handful of them left. I've got 2 or 3 in the fridge, you know.
Right.
Still,
Right.
you may be able to just throw them in a. Just go to your doctor's office and be like, "Look, I got this
well,
stuff." They got probably have a biohazard bin.
Yeah, you'd
one of the
think.
one of the people at this take back, he was at a hospital. They had people from the hospital there. They had cops there and all that sort of thing. And one of the police officers opined that for all the ones I had in the juice bottles, since they were contained and couldn't get out, that I could probably just throw those in the trash since they were empty. But I want somebody
Yeah,
show me
really.
that. I mean, if you,
Yeah.
I
This would be
want
your luck.
somebody to
You
confirm
you
that.
wouldn't want to hear where some of the police here tell you get rid of stuff like that. Flush it down the toilet.
Well,
here
but needles, I
actually,
don't think you can do that.
the police here actually take back opioids at the police station if you don't need them anymore. And my Walgreens will accept some things in a bin that they have there. But the problem with that is, soon as they empty the bin, it fills up within 2 or 3 days again. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out a link that
I
was
had gotten
just
these
sent.
at the Smith's pharmacy, and I asked them, and they said, "No, we don't take them back." Well, thanks a lot.
All right,
I just
Robert.
need to work at it a little harder. It's like all of the electronic shit I got lying around here. I've got old TVs that don't work and cell phones that don't work and various odds and ends of computer related shit that doesn't work, and you're not
Right.
supposed to just throw them in the landfill. There is a
You're not?
recycling place. No, there is a recycling place for those, but KLAS here used to have a recycling day about every other year, and you could take electronics and paint and pills. I mean, anything. And they haven't had one since COVID started.
Huh. KLAS, that's your CBS affiliate?
Yeah, it's the CBS one. And they used to have all of this stuff in the parking lot at the Thomas and Mack Center down near the campus. Anyway, there is a place for the electronic stuff, and I can take it there, but I have to pay them to do it. And
Yeah, we
so
were talking about that today too. I'm gonna put a link in Zoom chat for
I
you.
kept hoping that KLAS would have one again, because whoever sponsored them to do that, you didn't have to pay anything to take back all of this stuff. And I've got a pot full. I've got printers that don't work. I've got a huge printer, the old inkjet, that doesn't work. I mean, it took 11 by 17 paper on a scanner. So it was a monster.
Yes. Speaking of printers, when I went down to see Mom today, there was a printer technician there repairing the front desk printer. I'm not kidding you. This printer was probably 4 feet in width and probably a good 2.5, 3 feet in height and a good 2 feet in depth. It wasn't a printer. It was a doggone microwave oven with a printer attached to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a commercial printer. They need to be large to handle,
Yeah, I'm
large
sure it was. So,
quantities.
Yeah,
hey, Jeff, there's a couple of links in the Zoom chat for you. One of them I got from Wintermute. He put it in the the YouTube chat, so I converted it over to there.
Huh.
And then I think Robert put one in Zoom chat as
All
well.
right.
So
When they have a needle clipper, well, these needles are recessed inside this thing.
right.
Like an EpiPen, you had to jam it. In fact, I had to stick it on my wife's stomach, actually, or the abdomen, and I would alternate sides. She got one every other week, alternate sides.
Yeah, so you didn't.
Uh, Shove it down there, and that pushes in the little thing on the other end so that the needle's in contact barely with the skin, and you click the button and it slams it through the skin.
Right, right.
And it's such a tiny needle, she said she never felt anything.
Now, was that needle adjustable? I know on mine
Nope.
I can adjust. Really,
No,
mine is adjustable, and
no.
there are some adjustments I can actually feel it. I mean, I know it's not hitting the bone when I
Huh.
do my fingers, but man, it feels like it's hitting the bone. So I got mine set
Yeah.
to where it barely breaks the skin. I'm a big baby.
Well, here it is. This is saying exactly what the cop told me. If I have it in that plastic container, says seal it with duct tape and label it. Do not recycle. Put the plastic container in the household trash.
Huh.
That's the safeneedledisposal.org/states/Nevada link.
Okay.
So I guess they weren't bullshitting me. Now this says
The
used
cop?
sharp.
No,
What?
never.
But okay, well, I guess as far as some of them not being used, I can take an old orange or an apple or something and
Right,
squirt the
use
stuff
them.
in it, throw
Sure.
those in the trash, and then it's a used sharp to go with the others.
Yeah, but then what are you going to do with the fruit that you've injected?
Throw it in the trash.
But then somebody's going to be going through the trash, and I'm kidding, Jeff. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Well, since I know this guy that used to live in Nevada might do that, but he's not around anymore.
Yeah, possibility. I'm going to rend up the screen. We're at 10:22, which is absolutely really good. There won't be any scroll again tonight because the operator forgot to turn on the scrolls.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
I'll start the show and there won't be any audio. And that'll do it for tonight. I think we have audio back. Let me verify that real quick. Yeah,
There's
we
the
have
start of
audio,
a
so.
scroll. Said August
Well,
10th.
yeah, that part's always going to be there. So, somebody wants to open up some little jar of plastic container, look for my needles. Welcome to it. By the way, the needles are bent over. Yeah, I think Long Dog uses actual needles.
Yeah, this thing is like an EpiPen. The
Yeah,
needle is not exposed.
Yep.
You have to jam it down hard to make the needle come in contact with the skin. Then you push a button which unloads a spring to inject it.
We're going to go ahead and end the show. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, k.z00m@gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll get you credentials and get you on the panel. See you tomorrow on Rick's, and there'll probably be a countdown stream of some sort tomorrow. Bye for now.